I'm lifting weights consistently, but I'm not seeing much muscle definition. What can I do to fix this?
digitalbarbell.com/contact us.
Yeah.
Look at your program. Like you following a program that's focused on building muscle, because that's going to be a huge part of building muscle definition and eventually seeing it.
Yeah.
What are your expectations for how quickly you should be seeing this muscle
Yeah,
definition too?
that's another thing.
Did you just start 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago? Maybe your expectations are a little bit off. When we work with our custom training clients, we work with them for years sometimes, and that gives us plenty of time to see huge changes. But our programs that we release every once in a while are 8 weeks or 12 weeks.
Yeah.
And you do start seeing physical changes between 8 and 12 weeks. And that's part of the reason those programs are that long. But if you've only been doing this for 3-6 weeks, you're just not waiting long enough.
Yeah.
That's even if you are following the right program. What should a program that helps you see muscle definition include? It needs to include progressive overload that makes your muscles bigger and stronger. A lot of people want to see muscle definition, but then they join group classes or apps that are more focused on building muscular endurance by grabbing 8, 10, 12 pound dumbbells and doing a whole bunch of reps. And that feels like a burn. You're getting sweaty and you're getting really sore, but unfortunately you're not giving your muscles the stimulus they need to grow.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that when you want to see muscle definition, you really have to make your muscles grow. Otherwise, you're just going to see the definition of your bones, even if you get really lean.
Yeah, you take that intensity that you're using in those high intensity classes and you push that into the weightlifting
Into the
side.
progressive overload.
Yep.
And then we have to talk a little bit about diet. You're not giving your body the amino acids that it needs to build muscle. You could even be trying to do strength training, but not seeing the progress because you're not putting in the fuel to make the muscle grow. So think about bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is a competition of how much muscle definition can you see on a person. You have to be huge and jacked, also usually at the expense of taking a whole bunch of steroids. But at the end of the day, it's a dieting competition to get down to the lowest body fat percentage. So all you see is the muscle definition. Basically, there's no fat obscuring any of the definition. You see the striations of the muscles because they have no fat. But I'm going to use that as an example to say, if you're not focusing on losing fat and you have fat covering your muscles, you're not going to see the definition of it. So we have to lose fat to see muscle definition also. Now, if you have a bigger muscle, definition of it will be visible at higher body fat percentages than if you have a really small muscle that's covered by the same amount of body fat. This is one of the benefits of training your abs, is that you can make them slightly bigger, which is going to make them more visible if that's one of your goals at a higher body fat percentage. For most men, they've got to get down in the 12 to 15% body fat range to start seeing a lot of muscle definition, especially in their midsection, and somewhere between 20 and 25% for women. You don't have to go pay for a DEXA scan to figure this out. You can look online for sample pictures of what different websites think about what you look like at different body fat percentages, and you can kind of just guess from there, or just lift your shirt or put your bathing suit on and see if you're seeing muscle definition or not.
Yeah, it makes me think about like what we were talking about in the previous question about having SMART goals. Like I'm lifting weights consistently, but then the reason you made the joke about digitalbarbell.com is because are you lifting weights consistently in a organized program that's thought out throughout the year that uses progressive overload?
That's a good point.
That you're keeping track of the weights, that you're adding sets and reps.
Because we've had that client that's come to us. And I've been working out lifting weights for years. I've been doing my 3 sets of 10 of my shoulders and my legs, and ain't nothing happening.
Yeah, because
it's the same routine over and over again.